Now, I'm going to say this message often during the live because everybody is welcome to pop in on my live. But please understand, I am driving, abiding by the rules of the road, hands free with the camera. It is on my dash, and I gotta get something off of my chest. But there will be no bra removal, Dustin. Not on this live. Not on my watch, brother. My friend Sunny does this all the time. So I thought, let's give it a whirl. Let's try it. I'm not sure of the connection because, remember, I live in the middle of the forest, a big forest in northwestern Wisconsin. So the forest is vast and the cell towers are few. And I hope that I won't have much interruption, but again, understand, I cannot engage with you in the conversation. Here goes. Yes, I'm wearing my Trump shirt. So I'm sure with that being said, people are going to pop on, see the shirt, and pop off right away. And that's fine. Perfectly fine. Doesn't affect me whatsoever. I am elated at the news about Pfizer. On a personal note, 2 of our grandchildren work for Pfizer. And I have not corresponded with the eldest daughter, their mother, to find out what they think about it, but I am sure they're probably having a party down at Pfizer today due to the announcement. That is huge. I personally am not an advocate of popping pills. Pills have a time and a place and are necessary in some instances. For example, if you have an issue with a medical necessity, diabetes, not a pill, a shot. You need insulin, and you need insulin to be able to sustain your life, your total being, etc. Do you remember the last time when Trump was in office and he spoke about bringing down insulin prices from X amount of price, whatever they were, down to $35? That didn't come into force right away because nothing ever happens that fast in the government. It eventually happened, and then President Biden took credit for that reduction. It was a matter of, I can imagine this sort of meeting happening in the White House. President Biden, there's been a huge reduction in the price of insulin. What? Really? It had to be explained to him, and therefore he took the credit for something that President Trump had started. Now, President Trump said in today's news conference that today, effective immediately with Pfizer, these prices were going to be effective right now, today. So, I don't know what that means in your case, in your particular instance. The only thing I know is if, again, I'm using diabetes and insulin as my scenario explanation. If you need life-saving medication, you are regardless of your age, you are a diabetic, you need that. If Pfizer makes it, they all make it. You're going to be getting a substantial decrease in your medicine costs. And will the people that take all the pills, potions, and lotions, again, if you have a skin irritation and you need the lotion, that's a medication. It's a medicated lotion. That's part of the plan with Pfizer. Pfizer's the first company to get in. They're talking about the others following suit. Pardon me. And if the other companies don't follow suit, they will be hit with the tariffs. It's a wise thing for the financial economy of the United States. It is a good thing. This is a good thing to happen because I look at the upcoming, looming, pending government shutdown and I could just scream because government shutdowns, when I was a child, that didn't happen. There were strikes. People would strike. Not to the severity and the intensity and the amount of strikes and shutdowns that there is right now. But not going to speak about parties and aisles, and there's 3 parties or 5 parties if you want to count the Green Party and all the independents and what have you. But many people are holding their ground and saying, shut it down. I don't care what happens. This is what we want as a group. And therefore, they're saying to the president, this was something that was brought up. This is one instance that I can think of off the top of my head driving. For example, if you don't sign this bill giving medical health coverage to illegal aliens, we're going to shut the government down. Think about it. Just stop a moment. Stop the party. Stop all that shenanigans. You are an American employee that was put into office by other Americans to act in the best interests of the American party, the American people. Why? Please explain. Please help me understand, because I see zero common sense here. Why would an illegal alien take precedent over a United States? Let's start with the list. United States veteran, senior citizen, service person, policeman, fireman, nurses, American citizen. There you go. That's the blanket statement. An American citizen. Why would you want that and want to shut down the government? Either illegal aliens or nothing. Why would you want to do that? That makes zero sense to me. So if you're out there on your side of the aisle and you're thinking that this shutdown of the government is a good thing, wow. Did I say enough wows? Yeah. That's all I have on my mind. It's short, it's sweet, it's direct, it's to the point, and I just had to get it off my chest. Now, we as American citizens, in closing, we as American citizens have a choice. If you want to keep playing this shenanigans as an American citizen and just keep tolerating it and sitting back, doing your texting or listening to your whatever soap operas, whatever you do in life, cooking, anything that you do in life, just sit back and say, you know what, I'm not going to get involved. I am not going to worry about it. This is the government's issue. Let them hash it out. I'm just going to sit by and wait. You can pick up the phone and call your representative. Call the Congress. Not sure if you're in wherever you're from, if it's going to help. Call your senators again. Not sure if it's going to help. If they're strong-willed and strong-minded, then it's high time you get involved in your vote and say, you know what? I remember when you threatened to shut down the government on August 1st, 2025. We don't want your kind anymore, Miss Congresswoman, Mr. Senator, etc., etc. We want a new breed. We want somebody to do the bidding of the American people. And you vote them out. You vote with your pen, with your marker. God help. There comes a point you have to get off of your knees long enough to get up and get involved. Do something other than being a dredge on society, other than being a lump in a bump, lump on a log, a couch potato, a recliner Richard, if you know what I mean. Women and men of America must unite for the United States. Please feel free to leave your comments. I work all day. I work second shift. I have to be in work at 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's in a half an hour. And I work until 9. So you have 8 hours to just type away your opinion, whether you like, dislike, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever the case may be. Let me know. Am I wet in your opinion? And if in your opinion you're right, convince me why I'm wrong. Let's discuss like civil Americans and let's have a debate. That's all. I'm going into Dead Man's Curve. So I have to behave. I'm going to log off when it's safe to do so. Thank you very much for listening to my driving rant. If you're still on, I'm going to remind you, you need to watch the live tonight, because tonight I have been putting this live off for quite some time because it bothers my spirit. I am going to talk about what it's like to work for the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner. The good, the bad, the ugly. I don't call this Jerry After Dark at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Friday for nothing. If you want to hear the whole story, including the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and why was I in Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment, watch me tonight at 10 o'clock Central for the live. Ask me all the questions. Thank you for watching again. Take care. Toodles for now. Once it's safe for me to log off, and then I'm going to hit the button. That's why I've been dragging this conversation. Several curbs and a whole lot of traffic going the other way. These are very dangerous curbs. As a matter of fact, I just passed the area that my friend from work, her daughter, had a fatal accident, meaning she had an accident and she passed away here on this stretch of road. So I am very cautious and cognizant of myself when I drive on this road. The animals come out when they come out. She was going to work at the start of her second shift. Daylight, nice sunny day, and she met the Lord Jesus Christ on that day. Okay, now I'm at the straightaway, so I'll be logging out now. Take care, everybody. Toodles.